All right. Anyways, so let me reiterate that I live in a college town. And one day, I matched with this girl. All right. Now, I want to put this out there before, and you guys are probably going to think this is weird. I get it. I was 28 years old. Okay. This is going to be weird. I matched with a girl that was 18 because I didn't care about anything. And I was 28. There's a lot. I wouldn't nowadays, like, I'm not about that life at all. But it happened. Look. All right. So now she turned 19 like within the next week or two, but that doesn't really matter. It's still a lot of time difference. So I matched this girl, and she was in college right down the road here. And of course, she comes to my house because that's what I do. I always invite her to my house. And she's super cool. Like, this girl is like smart and like can carry on a conversation. Most girls that young, especially attractive ones, can't do that. So it's pretty cool. Thank you, Abre los Hoyos, by the way. Abre los Hoyos. And so she comes to my house. And we're hanging out, listening to music and eating food and stuff, you know. And as the night progresses, of course, the clapping commences. Because that's just how it works, man. Single dude, you know. And so that's fine. We hang out again, you know. And, you know, we're chilling. And her phone starts ringing, this like randomly in the middle of hanging out. And I'm like, damn. And she looks down at it, and she keeps putting her like her head in her hands, right? And I'm like, what's going on, baby? Turns out, it's her boyfriend calling her. This whole time. Her boyfriend. Oops. Uh-oh. Her also 18, 19-year-old boyfriend. Shocking, right? So I think nothing of it. You know, whatever. It's not a big deal. Whatever. I've been here before. Not a big deal. Well, he has an app installed on her phone because he doesn't trust her, with good reason, probably, to show where she's located. And this dude shows up at my damn house. And I'm expecting to have to throw hands. Don't really want to do that. Kind of want her to leave because I'm not into this, dude. But he shows up at my house, and he walks into my house. And I'm this 28-year-old hardened man talking to this baby-faced little dude. He comes and sits on this couch next to me. I'm sitting over here, and he sits on my couch. And she is sitting on the end of my couch, and she is just terrified. She's like this on her phone and shit, just scrolling it. And he's talking to me, and he was like confiding in me, which is the weirdest shit ever. And he's like, I'm just scared, and I'm worried that she's gonna end up cheating on me, and blah 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 blah. And I'm like trying to insinuate to this dude that he needs to get the hell out. I'm like, look, dude, you're 18, 19, whatever the hell he was. And I was like, look, this is your first relationship, and it's not going to be your last. It's not going to be your last, dude. And I was like, look, you both are 18, 19. You are probably not going to be together forever. Let's be honest. You know what I'm saying? I was just trying to give a look. You got a lot going for you. He's an attractive dude. Just don't get caught up in this shit. That's what I'm telling this dude. Literally right after clapping his girlfriend. That's where we're at right now. And I didn't know at the time, but this is what happened. And then he and her left, and I was like, thank God that's over. Should have clapped. Both of them, Rose says. So I told him, look, you need to think about yourself. Focus on yourself. So they leave. And I'm like, okay, that was crazy. And I remember feeling such a relief, dude. Such a relief that they were gone. And you got to understand, look, when I was on Tinder, I was going crazy. For 2017, 2018, I was like every day. So statistically speaking, you're going to run into this shit all the time. I got to put this out there real quick. Almost every girl I hung out with, probably 8 out of 10, had a husband or boyfriend. I'm sorry. I got to reiterate something for you. I was different back then. My wife had just left me, and I was jaded, and I didn't I did not care. I didn't care. They would be like, oh, I have a husband. Like, while they're, like, laying there, I'm like, don't care. That's how it was back then. I was shitty. Look, I know now that I suck. Knowing what I know now, like, I've leveled out mentally. I would never do something like that now, but at the time I didn't give a fuck, right? So I just got to put that out there. But you guys that are in committed relationships right now, I'm looking at you. Almost all of them were in a relationship. And almost all of them didn't tell their significant other. It was secretive. It wasn't open. Just putting that out there. 71% of men and like 68% of women admit to openly cheating on their significant other. That's the actual statistic brought forth by like Harvard or something. That was ran in 2020. Keep in mind the word admit exists. That means it's probably 5% higher than that, meaning 8 out of 10 times your significant other's cheating, and that sucks. So just keep that in mind when you out there searching for getting the females or the males. I'm from a different cloth. My mom and dad are still together, and there's nothing wrong with the alternative. Look, I'm just saying how I grew up. My mom and dad are still together, and I can't fathom like cheating on somebody. I just can't. My body won't let me do it. I wouldn't even be able to get hard. Like, I just can't. It's just not in my biology. But I have friends. I have countless friends through the years that literally would like text me and be like, yeah, I had sex with this girl last night. And I'm like, what happened to so-and-so? And they're like, LOL. They don't know about it. And I'm like, well, goddamn. And like, I've had female friends do the same shit. Openly cheating. It's crazy to me. So, that story's not over, guys. It's not over. So she texts me and she apologizes for all that, which is fine. And she asked to hang out like more. And I just continued hanging out with her for like a month. And I remember actually about 6 months ago seeing her post. Keep in mind, it's 2021 now. Like 6 months ago, I saw that she posted a picture with a dude. The same one. And I was like, oh my God, how many times has she cheated on that guy? Holy shit. I can't even imagine how many times she's cheated on that guy. Probably like 100 now. God, can you imagine being that guy? Oh, dude. I'm just going to put this out there. If you're a girl or a guy, now keep in mind, guys can be more aggressive, so that's why I say this. If you're a girl and you cheating on your husband or boyfriend like every day, when he finds out, you gonna think right away that you know him. When he finds out, you don't know what's gonna happen. Be careful. Don't be dumb. A lot of dudes find out and shoot their wives in the damn face with a shotgun. Be careful. Is it worth it? You know what I'm saying? If you find a guy you like and you're married and you just adore this new guy, leave your husband. Just break up with the dude. Don't just lie to his ass. Because, for one, that sucks. That's evil. And also, you gonna get yourself damn killed. Don't go pissing people off, Rob says in the chat. Break up with your significant other first before you start smashing other pissers, dude. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. Stop being afraid of their reaction. Because their reaction to you breaking up with them, probably not going to be worse than them finding out that you've been taking other puppies in your ass. Because then you're going to be taking a shotgun in your face. You got to be careful, man. Or they shoot the dude she's cheating with. Also true. But every time a female dies and she's married, 99% of the time it's the husband. So usually they kill both of them. One time, this is a quick story. One time I went out with this girl. She invited me out with her. She's like, "Hey, we should meet at this restaurant and then go to this club." And I was like, "All right, cool, whatever." We talk and whatnot. And then she's like, let's go to this club or bar or whatever the hell. And we go there. And she keeps just handing me whiskey shots. And I'm trying to be a badass. And I'm smashing them. And she keeps handing them to me, and her friends are handing them to me, and it's great. I'm smashing shots. And I start to black out because I took a lot of shots, dude. I start to black out. And it starts getting bad. And I remember, like, wandering out of the club and getting, and, like, I don't remember anything after that. And I wake up in the parking garage next to my car. I wake up in the parking garage next to my car. So she feeds me all these shots, and then I pass out, like, beside my car. Thank God, right? And I wake up all alone in a parking garage at 8 a.m. And then, Scott takes. Yeah, right before I go race. That'd be fun. And I wake up all alone. That girl left me there in the parking garage by myself. I could have died. I could have been robbed. Pretty crazy that didn't happen, isn't it? And I didn't talk to her again. Pretty rough, dude. She fed me shots and killed my ass and then left me in a parking garage. And I thank the lucky stars every day that I didn't get robbed or killed right there. Because somebody could have came up and killed my ass. And I woke up and went to work and threw up all night. Amanda Parker. Thank you. I appreciate you, baby. Next story, guys. Next story. So, I was hanging out. I met this girl on Tinder, of course. That's how it goes. We hung out. And she was really clingy right away, but it was like not a bad, it wasn't super bad, but you notice it, right? You notice it, that she was clingy. So, we hang out, and she's cool. She's real small. I remember specifically that she looked like an English girl, like from the UK. She had that weird, like, she looked like Jenny, is that her name? From Harry Potter? Like the Weasley, Jenny Weasley, is that her name? She looked just like that girl. So we hang out and we're clapping and shit because it's Tinder, right? And we hang out like probably like twice or 3 times a week for like a month, and then we kind of teeter out and we don't really hang out as much. And I go on my merry way and I'm clapping other girls and stuff. And I've already told her, by the way, I told her first thing that I don't do relationships and I clap a lot of peeps. That's what I always told girls. First things first. I told them, I'm like, look, I'm not interested in that. Wicked story. And so about a month goes by and we haven't hung out, and she's texting me and shit. And I'm like, she's like, hey, how you been? What have you been up to? And I've been like, just, hooking up with random girls and hitting the gym like usual. Because that's how I respond to shit, I do it in a jokey / serious way. And she's like, what do you mean hooking up with girls? And I'm like, like hooking up with girls. What the hell you mean? What do you mean? And she literally responded, and she's like, do you mean that you've been hooking up with other girls? Like, I thought we were exclusive to each other. And I'm like, I literally text back, LOL. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? When did anybody ever, I told you that what? How did you gather that? Like, what made you think that? This girl was super pissed because she thought that we were like in a relationship, I guess. I don't know. What the hell? I laughed because I was like, how dare you think that you have my full attention? I was like an asshole back then, dude. I was like, bruh, get out of my face, that shit. So that was one of the weird ones. And she like never talked to me again. She deleted me and blocked me on everything, which is fine. I don't understand why girls do that, and I'm sure guys do it too, but I'm a guy, so I've only seen the one side of it. But why do girls block you when they don't want to talk to you anymore? Just don't talk to me. Why are you blocking me? You're the one that doesn't want to talk to me. I don't give a damn. I ain't going to talk to you. They block me. Like, what? Bruh, you would have received no message from me. Blocking me didn't do anything. And they always end up unblocking you after 6 months for some reason. And re-adding you on shit for some reason. It's like, bitch, get out of here. You crazy.